Trump train. Trump train. Good evening, everybody. Are these liberals planning on martial law right in our face if Trump wins the election today? I mean, not today. Well, that's what we're talking about today, but not today. All right, now, everybody, if you're on that Trump train, type 1 on the walk-in. I didn't plan on doing the live today, but I think this is an emergency, man. Right now, they talking crazy. Let's get right to it, man, because I'm not gonna be here all night.
For more than a year that Trump will likely win in a landslide, but that the deep state will never allow him to be inaugurated as president of the United States on January 20th. The CIA will not allow.
All of a sudden, I'm getting problems with my connection. Never happened before. All of a sudden, I'm shadow banned. When you type my name up with Trump, nothing shows up. All of a sudden. All right. Here we go.
The very same group of people, of course, who doesn't want him to become president because he's going to defund them largely and put them out of business. And now we're hearing from the deep state that the deep state is preparing for martial law in the United States in order to prevent Trump from becoming president.
Crazy.
He'll win the election clearly by a landslide. It's seemingly was
all of a sudden, man. Double tap that screen when you walk in the door. If you're on that Trump train, type them ones or brick them carrots in the chat. We going in tonight, y'all. We going in. If we could get this thing squared away.
What's about to happen. But January 20th rolls around. This is how you.
Sorry, y'all. Share this video with me. I mean, I'm for me.
Defund them largely and put them out of business. And now we're hearing from the deep state that the deep state is preparing for martial law in the United States in order to prevent Trump from becoming president. He'll win the election clearly by a landslide. It's seemingly was what's about to happen. But January 20th rolls around. This is how you can keep Congress from getting him into the presidency. They're already setting ballot boxes on fire in Oregon, Washington State, in the swing districts where Trump is polling very, very strong.
Look at this shit. This is the real news. This is the real news right here. We can expect that. We can expect them to send agent provocateurs with crowds of people and act like that's some either Trump supporters or people that are just against like some crazy ass Democrats. That's what they're gonna say.
Overnight, Clark County.
They better not play around this time.
Washington.
Too much shit going on in the world right now for us to be playing games at the election right now.
Had another ballot box set on fire. This in addition to the ones in Vancouver, Washington, and in Oregon. This is the United States of America. You look at this, you'd be like, oh, that's probably happening in some third world country right now. No, that's the United States of America setting ballot boxes on fire. In
United States go over there and start slamming Iran right now. If United States go over there now, listen, I have the translation of the BRICS summit meeting right now. What that means for you people that don't understand, NATO has we're a part of NATO. There's like 32 countries, right? But the rest of the countries pretty much, are forming a whole different alliance against America to try to crash the American dollar. You feel me? And it seems as if Kamala and them, Sleepy Joe, this is what they pumping. They think that it's cool to be.
Areas in swing areas where Trump is polling really well and doing really well. This is the tolerance, right? This is the tolerance we talk about. Hundreds of ballots up in flames. These areas that were hit in blue states are currently polling very well for Trump. They are swing counties.
This is why Clayton and I today were like, we have our ballot. So we're like, are we going to?
This shit, wow. This shit is disrespectful. We're about to be up. And last thing we need is the fucking civil war in this country while all this other shit going on, right?
Mail these, or are we going to go in?
No, we're going in physically.
Yeah,
and we
because
want to
I don't trust it. Yeah.
I know.
Let us know what your plan is. If you've already mailed it, how do you feel about that? Because, well, two things.
$35 trillion. 35 trillion, 828 billion, 973 million. Wait. We owe a lot of fucking money, man. We owe a lot of bread. All right. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to show y'all, right? Meanwhile, Kamala is up on Club Shay Shay, acting a whole cokehead fool. She just got off of it a little while ago. I'm going to show it to you in a second.
I think the numbers overnight are about 45 million Americans have already voted.
I see you, Kian. I see you, Karan. Dope. Tap in, bro, because so I can get this interview with you, man.
45 million Americans have already voted, and they thought their ballots would be safe.
Mm-hmm.
They drop them in these ballot.
Call me sometime tomorrow, bro, so we can regroup and get some shit going.
Boxes are like, I'm doing my good for the country. Until you see the local news, and you're like, wait a second, that's the exact ballot box that I dropped mine off in.
Right.
And they're all up in flames now.
Yeah.
Chad MC says, I'm voting in person. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys are planning to do. Meanwhile, deep state whistleblower, former State Department.
Now check this clip I'm about to play for y'all. This shit about to scare y'all.
And cyber expert Mike Benz is warning that they will not let Trump move back into the Oval Office, even if he wins in a landslide. Watch.
So is your sense that on, say, January 20th, if Trump does win clearly in the election, is your sense that on January 20th, Trump will be inaugurated or no?
This period between November 5th and January 6th is going to be extremely intense. If Trump wins, my sense is that you will...
They talking about Project 2025 while they discussing this shit right up under our nose. Right up under our nose.
See street paramilitary, left-wing / never Trump, right even potentially. You're going to see this sort of summer 2020 style riot force start to break out on the streets. The media is going to portray them as pro-democracy groups who are protesting the illegitimacy of the...
We've seen it already when them so-called Trump supporters stormed the Capitol.
Trump Electoral College victory. So that's going to shut...
We don't even move like that, man.
...down the country. It's going to start terrorizing people. It's going to start preventing people from being able to communicate. You're going to see pressure put on the social media companies, extreme pressure put on by the Justice Department, put on...
They already tried it with Twitter. They already tried it. That's why Elon bought it. Do y'all not remember?
Testing the illegitimacy of the Trump Electoral College victory. So that's going to shut down the country. It's going to start terrorizing people. It's going to start preventing people from being able to communicate.
See how they try to conveniently censor that Joe Rogan interview, right? I got it. We're going to talk about it.
You're going to see pressure put on the social media companies, extreme pressure put on by the Justice Department, put on by the advertiser networks. You're going to see this crisis response. It's going to feel like this country is, it's going to feel like the day after.
Share this video. Let's not look at our screens and act as if we didn't see this shit already with the Black Lives Matter shit. Come on, man. Running through the hood, tearing shit up. Come on, man. Where the fuck did they come from? How did they get first aid kits? How did they get all this bread to organize when y'all didn't know shit? Next thing you know, you turned around and you was breaking windows with these motherfuckers. Whole Cincinnati was boarded up, fucking with these people, man.
After January.
Let's not act like we haven't seen this already. Let's not act like we ain't see an election get stolen right up under our nose.
January 6th for 2 months.
Let's not act like them people's not trying to crash this government on purpose, bro.
If Trump does indeed win the Electoral College, in order for them to prime the pump for their extraordinary actions on January 6th.
If you're over 40, here is a simple way to make sure your family...
Get the likes up, double tap the screen, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. More importantly, share this motherfucking video because we going down the rabbit hole today, y'all. All right? They talking about martial law if this man wins. This is what the fuck we talking about. Get the likes up. Let's go. Let's get the likes up to 100. All right? Double tap the screen or hit the top right. 3 dots. That's where they hit the like button from us. And I'm shadow banned around here, man. So, Cash App. Mac Main. M-A-C.
Oh, hell.
M-E-A-N.
Oh.
I mean, Mike Benz, further elucidating this point, says those astroturfed, race-based street protests will be framed as organic. Wow, they just came out of nowhere.
They're not organic. They are planned. I've been to plenty rallies, and trust me, next thing you know, you see a bunch of motherfuckers, white people. There be more. Yo, you know what's so crazy? It's more white people that's Black Lives Matter than black people. Ain't that a motherfucker? Every time I seen one of them rallies, I see some well-spoken black gay dude. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? With a bunch of Tinas and Karens with cornrows, the white kind. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but that's what you see. Ain't that ironic? That you see more white people at a fucking Black Lives Matter. Yo, there's something ain't clean in the milk, like OG Sonny Blanco said. I need y'all to get those likes up. Let's get to it, man. If you're on that Trump train, type ones and answer the poll. Okay? Let's get down this rabbit hole.
Nowhere. There'll be spontaneous pro-democracy demonstrations, just as for all of our CIA-backed
pro-democracy demonstrations, aka let's storm through the fucking street and break all the windows. That part.
Is pro-democracy demonstrations, just as for all of our CIA-backed rent-a riots are abroad. The media will inflate this frame, and it will give cover for Congress to block Trump's win on January 6th, 2025, and then not be able.
Yeah, he said that Warlord said don't matter who you vote for. The Electoral College chooses the president, not the people. Well, the Electoral College vote is determined by the people, so that's false. That's false.
Able to take office in late January at the inauguration. Kyle Sarapin, friend of the show, Kyle Sarapin, former FBI whistleblower, also saying this today. He said, how interesting about Mike Benz sees the same potential that me and the Suspendables have been talking about in our group chat.
Okay.
Y'all ready for the next couple of months? Now, Kyle's referring to Garrett O'Boyle, these other FBI whistleblowers who came out and had their lives ruined after they blew the whistle on how corrupt the FBI is. Garrett O'Boyle specifically, had his life,
for talking, y'all.
Upended because he told the truth about what the FBI was doing, weaponizing of the DOJ, and
peace, Queen.
Going after conservatives, going after Catholics, and prayer meetings and so forth. So they've already been talking about it. They know what's coming. And now you have confirmation from Mike Benz saying this is exactly what they're planning. And so you can start to see this, right? You can start to see the organic.
You can feel it.
Like street protests. People are taking to the streets. They're upset that Trump won. They're upset. There's going to be like anti-race. There's going to be these these organic, race-based street protests.
Yeah,
it's terrifying. And
now, meanwhile, Kamala just fucking did an interview with this dude, Club Shay, Shannon Shar, right? Now, when I tell y'all that this woman is on cocaine, this is my professional opinion. You know what I'm saying? I've never been on cocaine, but I served a lot of that shit up in the Bronx. And they all act like this.
Breakfast. What does Madam VP eat for breakfast, or do you have time?
Look, we can't have something like this running our country.
So breakfast. What does Madam VP eat for breakfast? Or do you have time to, or is it on the go?
No,
This just got premiered a couple of minutes ago, man. This bitch is high.
When I was younger, I didn't think I needed breakfast. I wasn't a breakfast eater.
Okay.
Now I have breakfast every morning. It's usually a spinach omelet. It's not very exciting.
Right.
But it's protein with a little vegetable. And, I like chicken, apple sausage, and some toast. And then I'm gone.
Madam VP, you're a couple of years older than myself.
Now watch this. This is when it gets really embarrassing. And this is why we can't have a bitch like this at the wheel.
So we kind of grew up in the 80s. But I'm only 35.
Come on now, I'm your guest.
No, but you want to.
I know I could smash if I get Kamala. Let me tell you something. I get a little bit of that motherfucking pink Coke. Let me tell you something. A little bit of sprinkle of that pink Coke, man. Hey, yo, Diddy, what's good? Nigga, you know what I got in my crib right now? I got Kamala, man. Who? Kamala. What do you mean Kamala? Cokehead Kamala, you know her? Oh shit, Cokehead Kamala. You got that bitch right now? Right here.
I always wanted to go to Howard, and I went to Howard. And actually, it was in February of 2004. Olives with cream cheese on dark rye. And so it's remember, I'm a prosecutor. I have focused on that. I mean, in a nutshell. And it was the assessor at the time. Can you perform some marriages? We need more people. And every like nook and cranny of City Hall
is gone.
Important is that we also appreciate the nuance.
You know what I'm saying? The box wine is pouring with this bitch, and y'all can't see. And when y'all come to my channel bucking for this sort of weakness, right? I be scratching my head and I be thinking, what the fuck are we doing?
I mean, in a nutshell. And it was the assessor at the time. Can you perform some marriages? We need more people. And
selling a bag of you know what.
Every like nook and cranny of City Hall.
Your mother raised you poorly. Why? Because Kamala's up here acting like a whole cokehead, an Indian cokehead, right? And now you want to come over here and talk that shit? Y'all just scared of a woman? Man, knock these people down, man. I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Man, there's plenty of women. Tulsi Gabbard is a better option than this cokehead. Fuck you talking about? We trying to knock women down. We trying to knock down cokehead, weak Indian women. All right?
Important is that we also appreciate the nuance. You know, there's a lot to do. There's a lot more to do. Who's over the age of 18 as though they're an adult. You know, because it was doubling it, right?
She's fluffier than a cloud. Come on, man. People are not going to respect this. This is why I show it, to remind y'all. She's weak. Imagine Tulsi Gabbard or even Candace Owens, for that matter, or Hillary.
Right, where poor people sit in jail and people who have money get out, that there is no difference between
trying to be this cool and shit.
Those, any of the kids, our kids, and those kids who are otherwise in the system.
There you go.
So, for example,
come on,
man. Not to sell you a bag of you know what.
Come on, man. I can't put these words in this broad mouth, man.
But it was difficult to do. It was, in large part, I've got big signs, Dreamers Welcome Here. I've got the rainbow flag. And they were like, why are you putting the rainbow flag? I had to get permission, but I got it.
She's too cool for the position. Y'all coming up in here and talking that we scared of a woman running the country shit. Nah, man. Oprah Winfrey would have been better. Cardi B would have been better for to run for president. Get in the chat right now and tell me somebody that would have been better to run for president than this woman that we looking at that's unraveling, humiliating herself all the time on the camera. Megan Thee Stallion would have ran this country better. What's the female what's her name? Smurfette would have been better to run this fucking country. Get in the chat. Listen, man. Sexy Red would have been a better candidate. My dog would have been better. Saweetie would have been better to run this fucking country than her. What's Bart Simpson's sister name? Maggie, the baby, would have been better running this country than this cokehead woman. Look at her unraveling, man. Some of y'all shovel more coke up your nose, you know what I'm saying, than Rick James. So y'all know.
Whatever.
Lisa Simpson, yeah, AOC.
And I was like, yo, Rand. So, you know, hey, Rand, how you people doing? Good? You know, I've taught him how to chop the onions.
No.
Oh, honey, baby, what happened? I'll take care of you. They are in California now, but New Jersey is very much in them.
I can't make this shit up. Yo, I was in heaven when I found this.
And then, you know, and they're originally from Brooklyn. Okay, so the first time I meet my mother-in-law.
Hey, listen, before we go any further, because my show gets really nasty and obnoxious and truthful at the same time, right? I need y'all to double tap the screen and get the likes up. If you're on that Trump train, spam this chat with ones, all right? Or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's how you get the likes up. Let's finish looking at cokehead Kamala. It says it on the title. I typed up Kamala on coke. And it says Kamala Harris on cocaine. And listen, I got an article of them finding a bunch of coke in the White House. Can't make this shit up. They brushed this shit up under the rug. Look at her. She probably was supplying Hunter Biden.
She looks at me. She puts my face in her hand. Says Barb and Mike, my father-in-law's Mike. She puts my
there would have ran this country better than her.
Face in her hand. She looks at me and she says, "Oh, look at you. You're prettier than you're on television. Mike, look at her."
I'm a trader lover. I'm a trader lover. Yo, her administration is the traitors to us. They're sending all our money to other countries that we can't even pronounce and don't like us. The Chinese, the Russians, the Brazilians, South Africans, now the fucking what they call them dudes over there? The Turkish, Algeria, a bunch of other countries. Look, check this out. This is what happened at the BRICS Summit. And y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other motherfuckers that don't want us here no more. The ones that don't want America here no more. Let me show you what they're saying right now. I got the translation of the whole fucking thing. Yo, it blew my mind. We out here thinking about fucking Diddy and all type of shit. And these motherfuckers is planning on knocking us off the earth. The fuck is y'all talking about? First and foremost, break out power. Now, this guy's from Urgakistan or whatever. That guy that y'all looking at right here in the middle of this screen is Vladimir fucking Putin having a meeting with the biggest countries in the world, planning on a moneyless society. China's already started. They ain't got no money over there. Their money is Q codes, bro.
I came from Kyrgyzstan.
And these are the people that they're acting like he's the new king of the world. Stop playing and wake the fuck up. We don't have no time for weak ass cokehead looking, whether she's on coke or not. She's not appropriate. She's too weak. Maggie Simpson would have ran this country better than her.
Chairman of the Human Rights Movement of Kyrgyzstan.
Now listen to what this fucking big hat dude is saying. This looks bigger than the NATO meeting. Pay attention to what he's saying.
Coordinator of the Congress on Legal Development of Central Asian Countries. I represent not only Kyrgyzstan, but also the public of Central
Without Trump, we done. All right? It's that simple. Y'all keep on playing out here. Like this shit is about, you know, black people getting a couple of extra dollars and shit. Or just the border. It's not just that, man. These motherfuckers is, we ain't gonna have nothing to fight about in a second anyway. We should have been went over there and got them Chinese and put. You remember what Trump was trying to do? They were like, "Oh, he's putting tariffs on them, man. They should be glad that's all we putting on them. We owe them all the money. We get China out the way. Let's talk street now. We get China out the way. We don't owe shit. How about that? And we taking over your country, and we're gonna bring what? Democracy, the great old USA way. That's how we're gonna do you. You want to know why? For selling off our debt and trying to crash our dollar. Don't you understand what that means? That means that they really successful. That loaf of bread that you getting right now for $4 is going to be $10 overnight, player. Worldwide inflation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the rest of the world. Let's just think about America for 1 second. Why do you think everybody running up over here, man? It's get down or lay down season, man. Listen to this man very carefully.
Asian countries.
Before you have your next cup of coffee, pay attention. We're on YouTube. Double tap the screen. If you got here from the vertical feed, double tap the screen or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots, share this video, and subscribe. It's free. We're going down the rabbit hole. If you're in that Trump train, if you understand where the fuck I'm coming from, spam this chat with ones, y'all.
First of all, I would like to congratulate.
That's right, Francis. Trump is the only hope in this country. He the only one that's
holding
not scared to tell y'all what's going on. It's because the shit he was saying that made me go research this right here.
BRICS summit at a high level. Thank you. Like other people around the globe, I do not envy you for being the president of the Russian Federation. It is the heaviest burden, but no matter how heavy it is, you carry it with honor. For about 3
Look at him kissing his ass, treating him like he's royalty. Dear Putin.
years, the West has tried to isolate Russia from the rest of the world. But today, their goal has ended in complete failure.
This is an anti-United States summit. Do y'all not understand what I'm saying? This is a let's get rid of these Americans summit. If you disagree, that's your fucking business. You're stupid. That's all this is. Listen to the language of what this man's talking about. This just fucking happened, yo. They playing the power move, man. You think that move from them, the North Korea going to the Ukraine wasn't a fucking act of war? Why you think the United States is talking about they're going to fucking send missiles to Iran? You do something to Iran, Russia's saying, yo, listen, we got something in return for you if you do something to Iran. And yet, Biden and them is talking about, yeah, we're going to do something. This open game. We're going to go over there and we're going to kill some North Koreans and on Ukraine if you enter Ukraine. They playing war games. We not benefiting from this shit. Listen to what they got for us. This is how the world feels about us. Pay attention.
This is confirmed by the results of the BRICS summit, where about 35 countries supported your political and state position.
35 countries. There's 32 countries with NATO. Do the arithmetic.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and representatives of other international organizations attended this summit.
How the fuck you think Trump was
Today,
going?
historic events took
When they was criticizing Trump for going to North Korea and sitting down with Rocket Man, what the fuck else we supposed to do? Salute that man. Lick that man balls. Because there ain't nobody else go sit down with Rocket Man. Rocket Man didn't want to talk to nobody else. Trump went over there, popped his collar, like, yo, listen, y'all niggas just relax. Oh, Russia, yo, Putin, yo, you relax. Stop talking all that Ukraine shit. They've been talking about it, but under Trump watch, did they go? No. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You need somebody that's going to sit there. You need somebody that's going to be respected when he walks into the room. We don't need no cackling bitch up in there like, oh, you remember? Oh, yeah. Trying to be friends with everybody. Yeah, we're just alike. I'm Indian. Welcome to 7-Eleven. One day. Girl, next day, where the hot sauce? Aristotle said, a friend to all is a friend to none. Trump pushes the fucking ballot. Trump gets us there. All right? And then he don't need nothing. The rest of these niggas need something. Yo, Obama was getting 165,000. Obama was hurting, man. Obama was about to start selling crack. He was doing bad. Now him and his wife is damn near billionaires. Obama was doing bad. Obama was staking dice in the bathroom, bro, trying to get that money back. You feel where I'm coming from? Obama was doing bad. A lot of them was doing bad. Not Trump. They try to badge the dude for his father starting him up, right? His father gave him $400,000. He turned that into $6.5 billion. Some of y'all motherfucking fathers give you $400 and you can't make a $500. Do you get what I'm saying? They try to shoot this dude fucking head off. You want to know why? Because he the only one that's not scared to talk and tell you what the fuck it is. The rest of these niggas smell like politicians. That's why I don't like none of them. None of the blood clot. Kill all of them. Era. Come out for the internet era. Yeah, get all of them. I like Trump specifically because he talked like something I'm familiar with, which is a real motherfucker that says it the way it is.
Took place on Russian soil.
Now, this is Putin sitting here, right, with 35 countries kissing his ass and saying, yo, listen, we don't need the American dollar no more.
In the city of Kazan, where a multipolar world has already prevailed. The unipolar world led by the USA is gradually losing its significance and yielding
Double tap the screen and get the likes up, man. You understand me? Y'all know where you're at. It's late. I don't feel like playing with you. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. You know what I'm saying? All right. We're going to talk about Tampon Tim in a little while. Oops. Tampon Tim in a little while. All right. Let's get back to the BRICS summit.
its positions. At the BRICS leaders meeting, complex issues of the
Yes, one in the building, sheep stay sleep. Go ahead and subscribe to my fucking brother, man. He's on the job too, man. He bringing the Lord's work, man. Together we're gonna get together. We're gonna tear Mondays and Fridays up on this internet.
East were discussed. Despite UN resolutions, Israel does not comply and openly ignores UN decisions.
And yeah, that funky bitch said her doodle hole was brown. I didn't even have no clue that the doodle hole was brown until I heard that song. Shame on you, Democrats.
They even declared the UN Secretary General persona non grata. Then Iran launched a massive strike on Israel. Now Israel announces that it will respond to Iran's actions. According to open sources, they are preparing to bomb Iran's oil and nuclear facilities.
You hear this?
According to open sources, they are preparing to bomb Iran's oil and nuclear facilities. I have questions and suggestions. The U.S. has appeared to patrol the Persian Gulf to help Israel. Therefore, should BRICS member states, under Russia's chairmanship, oppose the unilateral dominance of the U.S. and Israel and provide an adequate response to their actions if they start a war against other states? Not only should U.S. warships be present in the Persian Gulf, but Russian and other BRICS member state ships should also be there to help Iran, Palestine, and Lebanon. Only in this way will the advancement of the U.S. and Israel be stopped. And the second question, dear Vladimir Vladimirovich. The United States of America and the West unilaterally accuse you of President Putin of Russia refusing negotiations. Before the Swiss summit with Zelensky, you announced your demands and conditions, but they did not agree. Have your demands remained the same? As far as I understand, you are not refusing negotiations. This is the second question. And the third question, tell us about the activities. Let's show respect to others. Thank you very much.
They hate America.
Yes, just now a colleague was asking about our relations with Iran, readiness to provide assistance, and so on.
You get what they said? America's saying, yo, listen, we're gonna bomb your fucking oil facility. We're gonna tear Iran up. And he's about to tell you what their response to that shit is.
First, regarding the situation in the Middle East. I spoke about this today and want to repeat it here. I think there is no person on earth whose heart doesn't bleed when they see what is happening in Gaza. More than 40,000 people have died, mostly women and children. Therefore, our assessment here is known, and we also talk about how to resolve the situation. This can only be done by addressing the root causes. And the main cause is the absence of a full-fledged, comprehensive state of Palestine. All Security Council resolutions in this direction need to be implemented. But we must...
Salute, Waxito, blackout in the building, man. TSTV, man.
Work with all participants in the process.
They hate us, and they're trying to wipe us off the fucking planet now. They're trying to crash our dollar. That all this shit he talking about, inflation is down, and my man, that was cool up into this. Do y'all get what I'm coming from? Double tap the screen, get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Meanwhile, we got this bitch out here still shining 32 teeth, trying to be the cool president. Like I said, a friend of all is a friend of none. We need somebody that's active, not out here playing and acting like this shit is the game. Meanwhile, I'm giving y'all the real news of what's happening. The prices are not going down, and a lot of you motherfuckers that was eating Wagyu steak a couple of years ago, you niggas can't even afford ground beef right now. Your niggas is probably eating your fucking animals, probably eating the dogs. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers out here eating the dogs. That's why y'all can't admit that we was doing way better when Trump was around. Is they eating the dogs? Spam the chat with ones if they eating the fucking dogs. Because me showing y'all a video of these motherfuckers eating the dogs is not enough for y'all. I already did it. Is they eating the dogs? Get in the chat, man. They must be eating the fucking dogs for real. It's either that or cocaine. They eating the dogs or it's cocaine. They eating the dogs. They gotta be eating the dogs. How else would they fucking brains produce this? How else would they advisors not tell the motherfuckers all the cats? Look at that. And the cats. The dogs and the cats. Look, I told y'all, man. Why else in the world why else in the world couldn't we see that this is weakness? Huh? This is weakness. This is a stark contrast to watching Donald Trump talk. This is a stark contrast to even watching Tulsi Gabbard talk. Or J.D. Vance or Vivek. Any one of those people that said they was going to do something and actually fucking did it for us, yo.
But we grew up.
But just keep moving, because
Democrats is like a motherfucker that say, yo, man, as soon as I hit, bro, I got you. He hit and changed his phone number. The Republicans is like, yo, listen, say less and make it happen. Name one thing they said they was going to do that they ain't do for us. How about that? And I'm not a big fan of the Republicans. They just feel more truthful, right? And I've seen more results dealing with them. And I'm older than most of y'all.
I'm gonna give you a shovel in a minute.
I see.
Vivek do eat these nuts. Time out. Get out of here.
You won't let it go. Dang. We could have just moved.
Bro, this ain't, listen. Bro, you smoking crack, bro. I can't even understand. Yeah. All right, time out for you too. But I'm gonna do something special for you, okay? Right. Look, I'm gonna show you, right? Up North Kenny, right? And I'm gonna time you out for 86,000 seconds. Now I'm gonna tell my moderators, do the Lord's work, man, because I'm not gonna play with them. I'm gonna talk my shit.
Don't pass that real quick. But
y'all mad that I'm pointing this out. All right, you want to be mad? Check it out. I'm gonna make you extra mad now. How about this? I'm gonna get obnoxious now. All right, coming up in here with that fucking liberal bullshit. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get a viable candidate, not a cokehead. All right, again.
Howard. And actually, it was in February of 2004.
That's right. Chinese food is dog and cat. I agree. Chinese food is dog and cat. That's my opinion.
Olives with cream cheese on dark rye.
I don't eat that shit. I don't eat nothing the Chinese motherfuckers make. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. No disrespect to the Chinese, but I don't like their food. I don't like Chinese food. Nah, I ain't eating that shit. Especially when I go to a Chinese restaurant and I see the fucking babies eating steamed rice and vegetables. Meanwhile, y'all feeding me this chopped up meat substance. The fuck is they eating up in there, man? And feeding their kids something else, man.
Seems like yesterday I had lots of dough. I got Biggie shot and nobody know. Shoot the club up, pass the gun to J-Lo.
Double tap the screen. Get the likes up. Okay? All right. Or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Yeah. You come up here with that liberal shit, you better wipe your feet, man, and be respectful around here.
And so it's remember, I'm a prosecutor. I have focused on that.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I love this clip. It makes it look so dumb. You heard? I love this shit right here, man. You know what I mean? I bet she got commercials like this on rerun in her house.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
All right, share the video, man. Subscribe. It's at the top. And it's free.
I mean, in a nutshell. And it was the assessor at the time. Can you perform some marriages? We need more people.
All right, now let me not be too obnoxious, right? I want to get into this right here, right? I feel like they're censoring the whole Joe Rogan teams up with Trump thing, right? And they, I mean, again, we've seen this happen with Elon Musk. We've seen, you know, they try to even play them against each other when he started talking. When Trump starts saying drill baby drill and shit like that, and we don't want to replace the car market with all electric. I think that they took that and sensationalized and like, yo, man, he's against electric cars. So why is Elon fucking with him? Elon's fucking with him because Elon is vibrating the same way he's vibrating. You know what I'm saying? Elon's fucking with him because he knows that, listen, whether I agree with his policies in terms of drilling and, you know what I mean, whatever, Elon's like, yo, I'm gonna make money no matter what. You know what I mean? But without him, we ain't gonna be able to say shit. I mean, making money is one way, but if your money that you're making is based off of what you're saying, hey, that could cripple you when your voice is taken. Now okay, check it out. Joe Rogan, Donald Trump take over the internet, you know what I'm saying? It went viral, but it's being censored, all right? And I'll tell you what I mean after that.
Idea of getting rid of...
I'll play a second of this real quick. But check the vibe.
Income taxes and replacing it with tariffs.
Well, okay.
Are we serious about that?
Yeah, sure.
He's scared to do interviews except that under a controlled situation, man. I'm telling you, man. It has to be like black or gay. You know what I mean? It has to be like extra black or extra gay. I'm keeping it real.
But why not? Because
if all else fails, hip hop. Listen, man, get one of these motherfuckers to come twerk for this 400,000, man. Get Barack, 400,000. Get Beyonce, 2.5 million.
Ready? Our country was the richest relatively in the 1880s and 1890s. A president who was assassinated named McKinley. He was the tariff king. He spoke beautifully of tariffs. His language was really beautiful. We will not allow the enemy to come in and take our jobs and take our factories and take our workers and take our families unless they pay a big price. Mm-hmm. And the big price is tariffs. And he'd speak like that, but he was right.
Bush was out here. Bush was just stomping through countries. Bush ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And then around in the early 1900s, they switched over stupidly to, frankly, an income tax. And you know why? Because countries were putting a lot of pressure on America. We don't want to pay tariffs. Please don't. You know, believe me, they control our politicians.
Now, we're going to put the link to the full interview down in the description section so you can watch the 2 hours and 50 minutes. If you got enough time to do it, I think it's worth doing it. But there's a lot of other parts that are...
Some people that I shouldn't have picked. I picked a few.
This is the most honest part. This is why I fuck with son, because he can admit when, you know what I'm saying, he might have did something that he should have did better.
People that I shouldn't have picked. And
neocons?
Yeah, neocons, or bad people, or disloyal people, or
people that were just
people
bad,
that were into the
people got bad advice.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're reading about him a little bit today. A guy like Kelly, who is a bully, but a weak person. You know more about bullies than anybody probably around.
Do I know what critical thinking is? Yeah, it means, the ability to put a motherfucker on timeout for 86,000 seconds. That's what I just did to you. All right, go be smart somewhere else.
You deal in that.
Trying to kick knowledge. This ain't fucking church. This is YouTube, bro. I'm just trying to entertain. Don't come over here with all that serious shit, all right? Kiss my ass. Bye.
A certain sport.
Double tap the screen. That's your duty. Or go to the top right. That's where the likes is at. For everybody that's new here, if you're on that Trump train, spam the chat with the number ones. I don't give a fuck if we put 30 of them in the chat. Let's go.
Where the bullies are exposed very, very quickly.
Yeah.
But, he's bad. Bolton was an idiot, but he was great for me because I'd go in with a guy like a John Bolton. You know John Bolton. A friend of mine called me up. I was picking Bolton.
See, Enzo is not a bot. How about that? He just laughed at your stupid ass.
He's a very smart guy. His name is Phil Ruffin. He's a very rich guy from Las Vegas. He's a great card player. He doesn't play cards, but he's a great player. He's just a natural. He got poker set.
Sharp as fuck, man. Sometimes I might just go to the side and just scratch my balls for no reason. You heard? And just let y'all listen to whatever's going on. Might go outside and buy a popsicle. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I might look for another picture of Tupac. You know what I mean? In the bikini. You feel me? Just to show y'all and entertain y'all. I'm here to entertain. This is not church, papi. All right? Get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Stop bringing your emotions over here. I'm only going to send you back dismantled somewhere. Okay? Chill.
That's right. You know,
enjoy the show. Double tap the screen and go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. Hit the lights all the way up. I'm a light freak.
The good old poker sense. And Phil Ruffin is a very, very wise kind of a guy. And very...
They try to censor this, right? Let's go to valuetainment real quick, right? Because they said the same thing I said. They're trying to censor it. And the reason why you know they're trying to censor it is because if y'all didn't see it and y'all watching this bullshit, you feel me? That means that it's censored. The same way I'm shadow banned with the name Trump. You can't type my name and Trump and find us together. Now you can just type my name up and you can find all my videos with Trump, but you can't type my name with Trump and find the videos. Do you understand? If you don't, just rewind back what I said. It sounds confusing, but it makes a lot of sense. I'm shadow banned. All right. Most of you motherfuckers are new. Okay. You get a lot of new people around here because they put me in the shorts feed and then, you know.
Have you watched the Joe Rogan Trump interview?
Only segments of it.
So what did you think about the fact that this interview today, which Elon Musk just tweeted it out saying right now, if you type in, Rob, if you go on Google right now, YouTube, and you type in Rogan and Trump, if you just go on YouTube, okay, just go on YouTube fresh, Rob. Close it. Go to YouTube fresh.
And I want y'all to do the same. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it for y'all right now while we speaking. I'm going to type my name up. Trump, right? Now watch this, people. You don't see one of my videos pop up. You see Sky News Australia. You see Mac Miller. He's been dead. The last thing was 13 years ago. The last thing before that, WWE, 10 years ago. You don't see no videos of mine popping up when you type my name up with this guy. Now you take his name off of it, off of my name. Boom. Type enter. It shows the live we're on right now, my channel. It shows everything right here. You know? Look, all of these are my videos. Every video you see up here is my video with my name. And it shows you the videos on Trump. But when you type my name with Trump, it's not in there. That's what you call a shadow ban, ladies and gentlemen. I'm shadow banned because of the name Trump being in my shit, all right? So when they start talking like this, I believe them because it's happening to me in real time.
Dennis Prager, have you watched the Joe Rogan Trump interview?
Only segments of it.
So what did you think about the fact that...
Y'all can type it up in your own browsers right now. If you don't believe me, type my name, Mac Mean. I got millions of views on YouTube. You can find my name with anybody else except for Trump and Kamala Harris. All right? This is a fact. When they used to say it, I didn't believe them. But now I'm looking overnight. My name just gets taken out of the algorithm. And all my other videos too. It's crazy.
That this interview today, which Elon Musk just tweeted it out saying right now, if you type in, Rob, if you go on Google right now, YouTube, and you type in Rogan and Trump, if you just go on YouTube, okay, just go on YouTube fresh, Rob. Close it. Go to YouTube fresh. This is the homepage. Just go.
You gotta do it too. Type up Rogan and Trump. You're going to see bits and pieces of
YouTube.com. And if you can go there, Rob, and just type in Rogan Trump. And the first one should come up because it's got 30 plus million. Zoom in a little bit so we can see it. Okay. Zoom in a little bit if you can see it, Rob. There you go.
Don't see it.
So The Hill, 30,000 views. MSNBC, at the top. MSNBC 176. The Hill 422. Let's go a little bit lower to see what's next. So the next one is still not him. That's Watch Mojo, not him.
None of them.
That's a Thoughts on the podcast that he does with Bravo and others. Not him. That's a clip. Not him. Then CNN, keep going. Not him. Not the podcast. Keep going. Not the podcast. Not the podcast. Not the podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call a shadow ban.
You see, even we're before the interview of the podcast.
Wow.
And it's not even a podcast. So, by the way, however, if you want to find it, go to the filter, Rob, if you can do it the way you did it.
Unbelievable.
To go to the filter of views, to solve for the most views. Tell me how this makes any sense. The most viewed interview is 34 million views in 2 days. And you mean to tell me if I type in Rogan and Trump.
And it's not at the top,
I cannot see it on the channel here.
Thank you. I get more views. This videos I got 200,000-300,000 views, right? More than the news sometimes, right? And yet you can't find none of these videos.
So from the clips that you saw, one, thoughts on some of the clips, thoughts on the whole event that took place, the podcast.
And I'm saying that it's happening to me in real time, and I'm challenging y'all to go into your browsers and type it up yourself. You're not going to fucking find it, man. You know what I mean? That's a true shadow ban. Imagine that with a big business, a guy like Joe Rogan, that, a big part of his fortune depends on his voice. And you're shadow banning him and stopping him from getting his message out because he's dealing with Trump. That's some fuck shit. And if y'all think they're able to do it right now, let them put Kamala in office. Because they're not making a secret on what they're trying to fucking do.
I have a few. First, the thought that a Nazi and fascist would be willing to subject himself to hours of grilling that he had no idea where it would go is unlikely. His willingness to be grilled by people with whom he differs, if indeed he differs with Joe Rogan, but with others with whom he did, compared to hers, why did she refuse to go on is a more important question even than why did he agree to. We assume he will agree to. Anything that will give him exposure, he will allow himself to be subjected to questioning. She won't, for good reason. They say it was a mistake that she did not go on Joe Rogan. That is not correct. She is so intellectually unimpressive. Forget morally or politically, just intellectually. She is so.
Let me just see how far she takes it with this shit with Shannon Shar, man. Because I really want to look at it, but I want to look at it. I don't want to look at it twice. I want to look at it a little bit now and then a little bit later. Let's just go through it now.
We drew attention to it, but we grew up in the 70s with music.
A friend to all, a friend to none. Remember that,
y'all went and fired Ohio players.
Oh yes, fire! Come on.
Oh, you were like fire.
Come on.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes. What do you listen to now?
Oh, I wish I were
Megan Thee Stallion
listening to more music, to be honest with you, because I love it. Just but
you don't
when
have downtime. Like when you have downtime,
I don't have any downtime really. I know my little violin I'm playing right now with you. I really don't. But when I love jazz.
Mm-hmm.
If it's from Thelonious Monk to Miles Davis, I love Aretha. I was just with Stevie.
Right.
Stevie's, can I tell you?
Yes, you can.
Bucket list. Stevie Wonder on my birthday sang me happy birthday.
Happy
birthday to me.
Oh my.
Can you imagine?
No.
I was literally, it was surreal. Can you, a bucket list moment when Stevie Wonder himself sings you happy birthday?
I'm from New York, from Harlem.
An 18-year-old
Bronx.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
Never.
Your life would have been like this?
Never.
This many years
Never.
later?
And let me tell you, my mother she had every Stevie and every Aretha Franklin record, every album, like literally every one of them. So Songs in the Key of Life, like all those Stevie songs that were about everything from the movement to optimism. I would have never.
Man, she's drunk as a motherfucking skunk. I'm telling you, man, the box wine flows in her house, man. Kamala be drunk as shit, man.
At 18, thought that he'd be singing me happy birthday. Ever. Never.
That's the least. But obviously everybody knows who Stevie is. He was a child prodigy, 13 years old, and he was doing great things. But to see, Madam VP, what you've been able to do, you've had so many firsts. The first woman attorney general, African American, Asian American descent. You was the DA of San Francisco. You were the first Indian American U.S. senator.
So why are y'all mixing? Why are you saying Black American? And now he's clearly saying Indian American.
You're the first Indian American.
Indian American, man.
You was the DA of San Francisco. You were the first Indian American U.S. senator.
And second Black woman ever in the history of the United States Senate elected. Second in the history of the United States Senate.
Have you had an opportunity to sit back and reflect and it's like, wow, but work is not yet done?
That's more where I am. The work is not done. The work is not yet done. There's so much to do. I mean, to your point, being in the Senate, there is a weight of responsibility that I know we all feel, right? When we have been blessed with an experience that allows us to be a role model.
Great.
And to hopefully inspire people and to...
Why do we see more Democrat ads? You ask yourself, right? The reason why we seeing more Democrat ads than is because they got the bag. They went and stole a bunch of money. They damn near had almost $1 billion. They gave Obama $400,000. You know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion got paid $400,000. Understand? It's a bag. You know, like, so that's why you're gonna see it. They flushed a lot of that money into advertisement so we can see the shit.
Mind them of what's important, or
I mean, they got people running around knocking on doors, smear campaigning Trump. You know,
point out the things that need to be addressed. So, for example, as only the second Black woman elected to the United States Senate, I took on
Black. You just copped out to be an Indian.
A real role of leadership around Black maternal mortality, which affects Black women and affects their spouses, their husbands, their families, their children. And I feel a sense of responsibility and a very strong duty to make sure that I use my voice and in a way that is about lifting up people who have...
You can't keep her hand off them motherfucking nose. This bitch is a cokehead.
Duty to make sure that I use my voice and in a way that is about lifting up people who have not always been in the room.
Hello, America, Mr.
74% of the people say Kamala will destroy this country if elected. Man, that's a very high percentage of people.
Ooh. Ha! Things are moving here. Oh, I can go there. Yep.
When I mentor young women and men, I remind them that you are often going to be told, well, it's not your time, not your turn, you're too young, nobody like you has done this before. And I tell them, you know, don't you ever listen to them.
You're not equipped for this position, y'all.
I like to say, I eat no for breakfast. I don't hear no. You ask me what I eat for breakfast? I eat no for breakfast. I don't hear it.
Right.
And that's part of what are my life lessons that I try to share with young people, to remind them that you cannot ever be burdened by other people's limited ability to understand who you are. Like, don't let their limited ability burden you.
I ain't gonna lie.
About your own ability, you know?
Madam VP, you were raised by a single mom. What did that experience tell you about you?
I don't be knowing what the fuck this woman is talking about, to keep it 100. I watched Trump go hardcore. Like, he went Trump mode, let's just put it that way, at Madison Square Garden. That's historical. Anybody at Madison Square Garden, all right? Give me 1 second, man. Let me load this shit up real quick, all right? He killed it, I ain't gonna lie. He killed it. You know, Trump is natural for this position. He's a natural speaker. And that's all this shit is. You know what I'm saying? The election is a big-ass popularity contest.
Left, revving up turnout in a razor-tight race where even the slightest of margins could matter. Both candidates holding mega rallies in unlikely states. Harris taking to bright red Texas for an event that featured Beyonce. And
Okay, Bear is crazy.
Donald Trump firing up
I love that movie. That shit is funny shit.
New York City, bringing his campaign's closing argument to a jam-packed Madison Square Garden.
I'm asking you to be excited about the future of our country again. And I will never apologize for defending America. Kamala Harris has shattered our middle class. She cast the deciding votes that launched the worst inflation in the history of our country. The day I take the oath of office, the migrant invasion of our country.
At the least, there was a lot of love in the room for the former president, but Democrats and the
Beside that motherfucking Madison Square Garden, oh my God.
media were not big fans of the event, with some following Hillary Clinton's lead. that the rally was reminiscent of a Nazi rally that was held in Madison Square Garden back in the 1930s.
It is absolutely something that is intended to and is fanning the fuel of trying to divide our country.
There's a direct parallel to a big rally that happened in the mid-1930s at Madison Square Garden.
This was a hate rally. These are mini January 6 rallies.
How did we get here where a stadium of people come to hate?
Yesterday's Trump rally from hell. Vile, racist, sexist,
Lies.
insults dominated Donald Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden.
Okay, Greg Gutfeld, haven't heard from you today, and I'm dying to know what you're thinking.
Well, I mean, the big question for me is, if you are confident and you think you're going to win, do you call people Nazis? That's, to me, that is an assumption. If it's not, I mean, if they actually do believe that these thousands of decent people that are just coming there for a good time are Nazis, if you believe that, then you're a coward for not doing anything about it. And if these Nazis win, then what are you going to do? You know what would be helpful?
Good old fear mongering.
Tell us who isn't a Nazi, right? Be specific. You know, I voted Saturday for Trump. Am I a Nazi? Yes. If you support Israel, who has warm relations for Trump, who actually named a city after Trump, is Israel now Hitler Germany? I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, Russia wants to blow Israel off the fucking face of the earth.
That's the like-minded radicals at Columbia would agree with you. So if you demand people to take a side, then you should actually take a side too. I think that, like, there's always a risk of being in a pirate ship, but the first principle is the First Amendment. So a guy tells a joke. This is what kills me. You don't have to laugh at a joke to know it's a joke, right? But the joke is so different than the smearing of tens of thousands of people as Nazis. This outrage over a joke after you go after thousands of people that are there for a good time.
Facts.
And I think it's because the Dems aren't having a good time. They are incapable of having a good time because they've rejected all of the shared activities that bring people together, except for looting. But if, you know, they hate religion, they think patriotism is silly, holidays are oppressive, recreation is white privilege, better not work out. So their shared experience now is simply outrage. They can't do fun. That is
fucking Africans, the Chinese, all of them, everybody done got together and said, you know what, fuck America, in unison. You feel me? Let's crash their dollar. Let's make it, you know, unimportant. We'll create our own money system. All whatever beef we got is forgiven. You know, the Arabs, the Chinese, the fucking Africans, all of them. Russians.
Each of these countries has its own path of development, its own models of economic growth, and a rich history and culture. It is precisely
my analytics. I got a bunch of fucking traffic just came from a direct source. That means somebody's botting my channel, and therefore YouTube penalized me, and they took me out of the shorts feed. I watched it happen. I'm watching my analytics in the back. That's why they're not sending this video out right now. Fucking direct source out of nowhere. Everything was 98% shorts feed, which is cool. That's what we want to be. But when somebody does some fuck shit with your channel, and they already got me shadow banned, so yeah, man. This soon. I can't wait for this election to be done.
in such civilizational
As
diversity.
long as you talk about niggerish, ignorant shit on this shit, you will flow. The juice will pour. But as soon as you get in the algorithm for talking about something like this and you start hitting on points, they will penalize you.
In the unique combination of national traditions that the strength and enormous potential for cooperation lie not only within BRICS, but
I know I came through short speed. I'm just saying they stopped the push.
also among the broader circle of like-minded countries that share the goals.
I know because I got the analytics in real time. But look, listen, I'll show it to you. 99% of my traffic in the beginning of the video was being it was the shorts feed, right? Let me show you something. Now, all of a sudden, I get 3.4% out of a direct or unknown source. Do you know what that means for YouTube? when you get direct or unknown source, that means that YouTube don't know where the fuck it came from. So they'll pay for like 50 bots or some shit like that just to fuck your channel up. You know, but me, I'm gonna snitch to YouTube and let them know. Do you see this right here? Screenshot the screen and you'll see it just went to 3%. The shorts feed is 95. Now it's back to 96. If it goes up to 99, that means that it's back in the shorts feed. But you see over here, there was a lot of people. They were sending it out to a lot of people. And then something happened, which was at 8:50, excuse me, at 9:02. They took me out the short feed. All right. So this is what makes me me. 42,000 views, 405 watch time hours so far. That's what it says here. Okay. And just to show you, I'll keep an eye on this shit. All right. We get a lot of fuck people on the channel. So anyway, I'm at the hour mark. You know, I gotta do some construction with my channel. I probably won't be back out here until Thursday. You know what I'm saying? And Friday, me and DS1 to be up doing our thing. All right. But for now, I gotta go. Y'all have a good night. Salute.